Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It is Charlie, aka Miss Charlize, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Charlie 2.0. And ladies and gentlemen, if you did not tune into last week's episode of the debut of Charlie 2.0, be sure to go on my YouTube channel and check that out, please. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-host Jeremy, oh yeah, and our special technical advisor, say hi,
Hey!
is here as well.
Hi everyone, I'm so glad to be back for episode 2 of Charlie 2.0. A lot of hot topics today, a lot. So, would you like to start us off with something, or shall I go?
Well, okay, this makes us feel like we're on a real show.
Okay, so what we first want to start off with was today was the 1-year anniversary of the Tucson, Arizona shooting of Governor Gabrielle Giffords. So we just have to say she has just pulled through amazingly. It's weird. It's been 1 year, one whole year since 6 people were killed outside the Safeway in Tucson, Arizona over some mindless idiot that thought he can control the world.
Yeah.
So let's just all take a moment and just pray for the families that lost their loved ones and pray that Gabrielle Giffords continues to pull through. Okay. Now, next on the list. you take away with this one because I think you know a lot more about this than I would.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a subject that Jeremy did not really want to talk about, but I wanted to put it on the show anyway because it's an interesting topic that I actually saw that was trending news on YouTube a little bit earlier. Who has been the best yet of basically 2011? Now, I know 2011's over, but you still gotta talk about it. Here's the stars. Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears, and Lady Gaga. Yeah. So I actually saw that Rihanna had the best digital
45 million digital downloads goes to Rihanna, and that outdoes the Black Eyed Peas and
Wasn't it LMAO?
No, it's the Black Eyed Peas and stuff. Well, anyways, Rihanna got 45 million downloads for digital copies, digital tracks. Right behind her was Black Eyed Peas with 43 million. You know what? Rihanna has good songs. Katy Perry. It's
Yeah,
Katy
she was one
Perry.
of them too.
Thank you to our technical advisor. Katy Perry. You know what? I would have to say Katy Perry's a lot better than Rihanna. I mean, when it comes down to it, Rihanna, I feel like she got a little, after the whole Chris Brown controversy, it's, oh, look at me, I'm some bad girl, you know, the only girl in the world, disturbed, she's all disturbed, and, you know.
Well, it was interesting because even before Chris Brown did that thingy or whatever, she was also still doing good with like her SOS song, with her Ride song. She was still doing good, but then she got even more popular after Chris Brown did do that thing. And I don't know, she's just somehow been staying on the charts. So is it more like people are just feeling sorry for her, or is people just actually really liking her music?
You know what, I think she has really good music, but I really think that she, people watched her a lot more after what happened because they want to see how is she going to come out of this? How is she going to deal with this? She was famous already. She was. But people are like, I mean, your boyfriend does what he does to you. And like, how are you going to come out of this? Because everyone's watching you. You can't come out in a corner all huddled up, you know. I'm not going to lie. She did come out pretty well. She did come out great. I think it is kind of a shame that Chris Brown couldn't come out as well. I mean, for the last 3 years, he was kind of MIA.
Well, I think it's because he's been, like, some of the interviews, like the last interview I have seen him on, he went, it was, the last one I saw was Good Morning America.
And he threw a chair out his dressing room window.
Yeah, and it's like, who does that? What do you think about this technical advisor?
Let's say TA, we'll call it
TA, oh yeah.
What was the question again?
Like,
why is it that Chris Brown has like a 3-year hiatus, and Rihanna just continues to spit out all these hot singles.
I just believe that the public personally likes.
You gotta talk a little bit louder because on last week's show you were a little quiet.
Okay. I just believe that people personally pity Rihanna, and that's why she has bigger singles. It's because people feel bad for her. They buy her music. She's the poor little black girl around the corner that everyone wants to give money to. When I actually think Chris Brown has better songs than her sometimes. I just feel like this is like a pity trip, and that's how I feel.
Very harsh. I wouldn't have gone that far. I'd just say that Rihanna is just a pity trip. She has good songs. I do feel like the whole incident kind of boosted her ego a little bit, and made her want to, be, but that shouldn't have happened. Something like that shouldn't have happened for her to, believe in herself to be a little bit more better. So
Yeah.
I am very disappointed in her that happened. So she got better. She could have just been better without it.
Exactly.
And of course, a lot of people have their opinions. Obviously, she's got like how many songs on the radio now?
I would say 4. In my head, I'm counting she has about 4 songs right now that are constantly, continually being played on the radio. Britney has about 4 too. She has I Wanna Go, Till the World Ends.
Well, actually, it was weird because when Till the World Ends came out, it was on the radio for, I probably heard it maybe 4 times. And I honestly thought that song was going to be get a lot more airplay, but it didn't.
Well, actually, Till the World Ends was named the 3rd best single of 2011 last year. So, I mean, it's a great song.
It is.
You know what? There's one person we actually did not add to the list, and I think that's because we haven't heard a lot of her, but she is out there writing songs. Kesha. She's out there writing songs.
She's a whole...
What about Nicki?
I think that she is a great pop star. Just as great as Britney or anyone else. But as our TA just said, Nicki Minaj.
Ooh,
This one's
damn!
for the boys going cool. This is
That's my favorite girl.
This is when they pick up the blazing up, got stacks on that, and it's like that. Ugh.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. This is my issue with Nicki Minaj. She's good. She's great. Okay, she's wonderful. Nicki, you're great. Please don't turn into a little Wheezy and continue to pop up over and over and over, featuring Nicki Minaj, featuring Nicki Minaj, featuring Nicki Minaj. Right? Am I right? Every time a song comes on the radio, it's featuring Nicki Minaj.
But it's
featuring
hot.
Nicki Minaj.
Every song, it's like Drake, featuring Drake. Like, in my opinion, when it's like featuring Nicki Minaj, featuring Drake, that song's hot and it's popping. So, like, I want to listen to it. And I'm sorry, I sound very... I mean, I don't even want to be cliche, but it is what it is. Like, I like those singles that they come out with.
Well, that is interesting because most of the time when stars actually do come out with songs, they always mention their name in the song. And it's like, well, why do they do that? Like, people shouldn't know. Of course you can take a drink on it. I got a shot glass in my hand right now. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, oh, tinkle. Oh,
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers to Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Britney, Lady Gaga, Kesha, Katy Perry, all those wonderful pop star women out there that are just bringing all those girl power to the world.
And ladies and gentlemen, this brings an end to part 1 of Charlie 2.0. And coming up next, we're going to talk about our opinions on the end of the world.
Woo!
Yeah, is it scientific? Is it religious? Is it just...
All in our head.
Yeah. All that is coming up next here on Charlie 2.0. So, we will be right back after this. Make sure you tune in to part 2. Be sure to put your comments. I know the show is starting off slow. There wasn't much views last week, but ladies and gentlemen, it's going to pick up more and more. So, we'll be right back.
Be right back. Welcome back. We're going to start off segment 2 with probably one of the hottest topics that's going to be talked about in 2012, and everyone knows what that is, the end of the world. Now, there's a lot of speculation, whether it's religion, science, whether God's killing us all, or whether the planets are aligning in a certain way. We don't know. We're never going to know until December 26th. But what we can do now is talk about it. So, Charlie, you want to start off with your views?
Sure. Honestly, well, I never have been a religious person, so honestly, I can't say that my opinion is based off of religion. I have heard that the Mayan calendar says that this is basically the last year that we're going to be on Earth, and because they ran out of room does not necessarily mean that the world is going to end.
I'm sorry. We're going by a calendar that was made thousands of years ago. This was forever ago. I don't know. I just can't,
No, what I'm saying is that, okay, yeah, they made this calendar, but that does not necessarily mean, I can't even talk, that the end of the world is going to be because they ended it like that. I just think that people are going to be dramatic, just like Y2K, and they're going to be like, oh my god, the world's ending, and God's going to do this, and God's going to... Nah.
Well, Y2K was not the world ending. Y2K was more of just the computer shutting down and people going into chaos and propaganda. That's basically what 2000 was supposed to be. I do believe in Judgment Day, but I believe Judgment Day is when you die.
Yeah.
And when you're dead. That's it. I don't believe God's going to come down and one room like, no, 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 no. And just mountains will crumble and oceans will rise.
Well, I haven't read the Bible or anything. I'm going to be honest, I haven't. But everyone says that there's going to be like this big fireball, or there's going to be this, natural disasters that are going to happen that's going to destroy the world. And I don't think that that's going to happen at all.
Well, you know what? I think it's going to be a scientific thing, I think, because basically, wherever else you want to go and read everything, because everyone has theory after theory after theory. I guess the planets all align in a certain formation on December 26th, and this is going to knock the world off its axis quite a bit, and then this will cause earthquakes, tornadoes, if anything happens, we are going to be engulfed by the ocean. If anything, the ocean is going to engulf us because 70% of the world's in the ocean.
What is our technical advisor, or TA, think about this?
Yes, what do you think about this?
Well, I completely agree with the whole scientific theory. With basically, it comes down to our planets aligning in a certain angle and like things basically erupting to that. I do not believe at all in the Mayan fucking calendar. That shit's so old. Obviously, they had to stop sometime, And the whole news thing, I think it's a little overrated. So right now, I'm all about the scientific view. That's how I go.
And you know what? I completely agree with you.
Sorry.
I do. I completely agree with you.
Oh my
God. But what I don't understand is why would someone, like all these people, why are they turning it into? How do you go from science? How do you go from science to religion so fast?
No.
What do you think?
I honestly think that more people are afraid of religion than they are science. And that's the way I feel about it. Religion, if you don't believe in religion, if you don't do well, if the world's going to end because of religion, everyone's going to hell. And most people are afraid of that. That's the way I see it.
I have another thing to add to this.
Okay, so what happened to global warming? All of a sudden, first it was global warming, first it was propaganda, first it was warfare.
Now.
What is in the world? What is it? Is it warfare? Are we going to get nuked? Are the oceans going to rise and drown us? Or are we going to die from earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes?
I have a thing.
Which is it? They need to,
I heard that Colorado, right here, was going to be finished by
Colorado
the Yellowstone
National Park.
Yes.
If it explodes,
volcano
it's going to blow a hole in the world the size of Texas.
Yes, that's what I heard. And then, there's like these stories about
we're the #1 target for nuclear attacks, so we're right by NORAD. We can easily be blown away. We have the Air Force, NORAD.
Wait, we need to get this on thing.
I was saying that, living in Colorado, we are right here by NORAD. We have the Air Force 20 minutes away from us, and we also have Peterson Air Force.
I'm sorry. I'm just
So I'm just saying, it's just a
Keep going.
It's just a fear of what's gonna happen.
it's weird. It's already at 15 minutes.
There's other. Oh my God, just messed me up.
I'm sorry.
You really did.
Okay, well, let's start.
Well,
no,
so
there's no editing in this show.
Because we are
You
by.
edit?
You said that there was editing because we can't see where we're at. Did you just say that just to be a dick?
No,
it's
just
evil.
It's just weird how it's already at 16 minutes.
Well, because
You
where we're
scared
at,
us,
I feel like, well, I heard because we do happen to have a few of the most convenient, if you will, military bases, government stations. So if something were to happen and North Korea just got so mad and they were going to get because we do have those military bases. We have two very, very big military bases.
Yes.
So if they decided to nuke us at at NORAD, what was it, 20? It would be 25% of our side
Hey, Charlie
of the.
He just come at you.
You're gonna have to edit this because I feel like I'm not making sense. You guys are playing
you
shots.
are, no, you are making sense.
No, I feel like my facts aren't straight because I can't think straight. Because you guys are sitting over there giggling and laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy is concentrating. Don't listen to him. This will not be edited.
So I'm concentrating, so you don't listen to me.
Everything.
Because I'm concentrating, don't listen to me. Because don't listen to me. So, well, you know what? If the end of the world does happen, it's kind of hard to swallow those words, the end of the world. But everyone, come on. All of you out there know it's going to happen. It's going to. It's inevitable. Something's going to happen. And either everything's going to turn to propaganda, we're going to turn to a country where people are killing each other for everything, they're breaking into stores, stealing everything. It's going to happen. Will it happen this year? We don't know. And next up is going to be, we're going to be talking about the re-release of Titanic 3D, and I know that Charlie, aka Charles A, is very, very excited. I do also have news from the star himself, on why he will not be promoting the film. So stay tuned.